And ideally, you know, I'd want to let this rest for like an hour before cutting into it. It's sat for maybe 3 minutes, but I'm dying to see what it looks like on the inside. So. I did work this one more than my last dough, so I expect my crumbs to be tighter. But this is I think a better quality product than what I had yesterday. Solely if you look at how much the bread is baked. I think it's baked a little more. My loaf was smaller, but you can see I've got a nice distribution of little gas holes. The smell is nice. And again, tomorrow I'm gonna make bigger loaves, and I'll see how those work out. But for me, this was just a fun, kind of first experiment with some new equipment. So, guys, it's not about getting everything perfect every time, as you can see. Just enjoy it, have fun with it. I'm gonna go give away this loaf because I've got too much bread stuff going on around this apartment. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know. I'd be interested if you guys have any comments. Whether you think the video from yesterday is a little better end product than what I have today. I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. This right here is my loaf. It came out really flat. See? I didn't really get a spring. But if I look at the crumb on this one, I actually think it looks pretty nice. And whatever, I probably need to work on the timing here to, I need to be shaping these loaves better, and I need to be more focused on how active the yeast is when the bread's rising at these various stages. But I'm happy with how this is cooked. I'm happy with I don't know, this kind of meshy structure, and okay. So yeah, aesthetically it looks terrible, but it tastes really, really good. I like the crust. I don't know, the flavor is great. What would I do next time? Maybe a little more salt. But man, it's really good. Anyways, tomorrow's loaf, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit less hydrated, a little bit more flour. Hopefully then it keeps its shape a little better, and we'll see. I'm also gonna use more. This isn't like, it's not terrible. It just didn't rise that much. I think my loaf needs to be bigger, but anyways, this is really fun. It tastes great. I'm about to get some butter and go to town. But I hope you enjoyed this little sourdough attempt. Okay, so this is rested for a couple minutes. Let's see what it looks like inside. Nice. What do you guys think? I feel like we're making progress here. I don't know, it's got a really nice sour smell. I think it looks pretty good. Do you want the holes bigger or smaller? I think it's up to you. If you work it a little more, you're gonna get smaller holes. If you work it a little less, obviously you're gonna kind of have some bigger holes. There's a bunch of other factors in there. But anyways, this is kind of my loaf number, what is it? Loaf number 5 now? And I think they're getting a little better. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. And here's what it looks like on the inside. Let's see. So, does it look different than the one I made earlier? I've got, I think, a little bit less rise. My inside looks very similar. You know, maybe I've got a little bit of bigger holes here, but honestly, it's a little bit tough to tell. Aesthetically, do I think I'm improving slightly? Maybe, yeah, right? Like compared to number one, I think this looks a little better. It's still not perfect. I don't know. I bought a little spray bottle, and I'm hoping maybe, you know, I'm gonna use less flour and try to add some water to the surface of the crust before it initially steams, and see if that makes a difference. But anyways, God, I have a ton of bread around my kitchen right now. I need to give some away or start eating a bunch. But anyways, you know, this is part of the process. You need to just, you know, try to get a little better every time we're making a loaf here. The other thing I'm thinking about is, you know, this is a little dark for me right here. I'm thinking either I turn down my oven once it's done steaming, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll add a little bit of, you know, water to this kind of seam edge and hope it doesn't burn as much. But I kind of want like a more even browning. For instance, like I like the color on this a little more than here. You can see again, like this kind of blew out the side because I didn't cut it down the middle. Anyways, guys, this is loaf number 7. So we're making slow progress. And yeah, this is kind of where we're at with loaf number 8. This one I think came out beautiful. I think I got a better design, less rice flour on top, which I think really assisted with the browning. I've got a little bit of kind of this nice dimpling on the crust, and I've got a nice rise here. Anyways, you know, this is like 1 week of sourdough making since loaf 1. I've made a little over a loaf a day. And I don't know, I think we're really making progress. I think we keep taking these little steps and we'll see where we're at, you know, next week. But this is an improvement, I think, from where I was at. Okay, so I honestly forget what number this loaf of bread is. I've been baking them a little longer, letting them get a little more color on the outside. I've been noticing, you know, I don't know, I'm really happy with the crumb structure and the way that, I don't know, it's got a little more kind of, you know, I guess pliability than it used to, and I'm really liking the taste. I've just been eating it with butter. But anyways, so this is one of the loaves I baked tonight. This was another loaf that I probably overbaked. You can see like right here, it's a little dark. But I've just been finding like if I bake it a little longer, you know, I'm getting some of these really interesting flavors. And the crust is so small, but you know, like sure, that might look a little dark, but anyways, this bread's turning out really nice. Do I notice a difference in this loaf versus the other loaf? The only difference is this loaf sat out for another, you know, probably 2 hours at room temperature. Maybe it's a little lighter. Got a little flour on the bottom here. But honestly, you know, it's still got that same kind of texture. I don't know. I wish someone who like knew more about sourdough could like talk to me about how my loaves are progressing. But man, I've been eating a lot of bread lately. Anyways, these are my loaves from today. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.